Good morning. It's Friday morning. I'm in California now, but we're gonna drive over 1,000 kilometers from California to Utah. This is gonna be a 10-hour drive, more than 10 hours. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm going to show you some of the most beautiful places in the United States because this is gonna be a long trip and we're gonna pass through Nevada, Arizona, and of course, Utah. We're gonna go to Las Vegas and then we're gonna go to a place called Zion. It's really beautiful. I will show you the mountains there. It's so awesome. And then we'll go to Utah. I have someone here joining us today. It's Lucy. She's still tired because it's 6 in the morning. But yeah, yeah, this is gonna be an awesome trip, guys. We're on the first leg of the trip now from Coachella to Vital Junction. It's about 1 hour and 45 minutes driving. While we drive to Vital Junction, we're gonna pass by an old mining town called Eagle Mountain. It is a very old city. It was built specifically for miners. They built this community because they were mining in the mountain nearby. But something happened in the 80s and 90s and they just disappeared. Everyone left and now it's an abandoned town there. We're gonna pass by that. Yeah, so right now you just see a bunch of desert. Not so interesting now, but it will get a little bit more interesting. So we just passed by Eagle Mountain. I was talking about Eagle Mountain earlier. It's just right here. And I just found out that a couple of days ago, someone bought the entire ghost town for $22 million. Someone decided to buy the ghost town and who knows what he wants to do with it. Maybe he wants to rebuild it. Or maybe he just wants to demolish everything and create something new. Maybe hopefully it can be open to the public because right now it is private. You cannot go in there. They have fences everywhere blocking anyone from entering. Only some people can enter and they trespass. They do it illegally. They go in, they trespass, and they get arrested. I want to visit this town and make videos for you, but I don't want to get arrested. So this city was built in the 1940s. Everybody left in the 80s, but the town looks like it's from the 1940s. This is interesting news, guys. We have been in the desert for more than an hour. There's nothing to see, it's just a desert. There's no cell phone service, and so many people wonder what happens if the car breaks down and you're on the side of the road, there's nobody here. Well, the state of California is sometimes pretty smart, and what they did is they installed call boxes. Call boxes are these boxes that you find on the side of the road. There's a telephone in there, And I believe every 2 or 3 miles, there's a call box. So if your car gets stuck somewhere, you just walk 1 or 2 miles and there's a call box. And you can call the police or call anyone. I don't know. I think maybe you can only call the police. I haven't used a call box before, but yeah, we're 45 more minutes and we will come to our first stop at Vital Junction, and we will use the restroom, and then another 2 hours and we will be in Las Vegas. We're gonna have lunch. That's awesome. She heard lunch and she woke up because she's hungry. Okay, so we just stopped at Vital Junction. Next stop is Las Vegas. It's going to be a more interesting drive over there. The drive here was pretty boring, but the drive to Las Vegas will be more interesting. Welcome to Nevada. We're in Nevada now, and I gotta tell you, the speed limit here is very slow. Although this state is known for its loose laws, very free state. They're very strict when it comes to the speed limit, and I already saw a police officer pulled someone over for speeding. So they're very strict about speed here in this state. Take a look over there. We just arrived in Nevada, and right away, what can you see is a casino on the right here. Casino. Okay, another casino here. Over there, you see another casino next to a Denny's. America's Diner. And look at that. What was I saying? Another police officer pulled someone over for speeding. That's crazy. The highway patrol. Yeah. In about 44 minutes, we should be arriving in Henderson, Nevada, it's part of Las Vegas. And we're going to have lunch there. And then I'm going to show you the center of Las Vegas, the Strip. It's called the Strip. That's where all the casinos are and all the hotels are. I can't go to Las Vegas and not show you the most exciting, the most interesting part of Las Vegas. So let's continue driving. I'll see you when we get to Vegas. Las Vegas. Yeah. Welcome to Henderson, Nevada. We're gonna grab something to eat here. This restaurant called Panera. So this is what I ordered. It's called a chicken Fontega panini And so it's chicken, tomato, onion, and cheese with some potato chips. And it's a beautiful day today in Las Vegas. Did you know that Las Vegas is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States? 100 years ago, there was nothing here. It was just a desert, maybe a military base somewhere. But over 100 years, this city has grown from 1,000 to over 3 million people. And it's growing even faster now because a lot of people from California are moving to Nevada because it's cheaper and it's more affordable for people to buy a house and to live here. So this is the fastest growing city in probably the United States, I think. And this is actually also the brightest city in the world. People think, oh, New York, maybe Shanghai, New York, Dubai. No, Las Vegas is the brightest city. If you look at Earth from space, you can see that Las Vegas is actually the brightest. There's so many lights because I will show you, but it's daytime right now, but at night you see lights everywhere. I want to show you the center of the city. I want to show you the Strip. The Strip is the most famous street in Las Vegas. Maybe you've seen it in movies and YouTube videos. I want to show it to you today. It's really beautiful. Well, that's the Las Vegas Strip. It's really interesting, and it's even better when you're walking there, not driving. You saw the M&M store and the Coca-Cola store. Those are my favorite stores here in Las Vegas. Now you understand why this city is so bright. At night, it's incredible. I wish we came at night. And if you can see over there, that's the Las Vegas Needle. It's a really tall building, and on top, maybe we can see, there's a restaurant, and there's some stuff to do up there, but it's really cool to go up there. This is a really old hotel called the Circus. It's so old that when my parents came here, I don't want to say my parents are old, but when they came here for the first time in the late 80s, this is where they stayed in the late 80s. There are many old buildings here, but a lot of the buildings that were built in the 1950s and 60s and even 70s have been removed and demolished, and now they replaced them with these new skyscrapers. Let's go to the gas station. We need to put some gas, and then we're going to drive to Utah. My favorite state, guys, Utah. Let's go. These are the typical houses here in Springdale, Utah. Did you know Springdale only has about 600 residents? Most people who are located here, most people who are visiting are from another city. Maybe from Salt Lake City, maybe from Nevada, from many different places. They come because of Zion National Park, one of the most popular national parks in the country, where you can see beautiful mountains like that. Unfortunately, today it's cloudy here, so we won't be able to see how red the mountains look, but the ground is, the sand, the dirt is really red. And such beautiful mountains. Over here it's also really interesting. Wow. The weather is perfect. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just right. You may be wondering why the rocks are so red here in Utah. It's because there's a lot of iron in the rocks, and it oxidizes and it rusts, and that's why it looks red. Just like a car, when it's rusted, it looks brown and reddish, just like these mountains. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 p.m. now in Utah. We're on our way to Salt Lake City. We're gonna grab something to eat, some dinner. I gotta tell you, Utah is a very empty state. There's just one big city in the south of Utah called St. George. And then you just drive 4.5 hours north to Salt Lake City. And while you drive for 4.5 hours, all you see is this. Just grass and mountains. That's something you should know if you ever want to visit the United States. The western part of the United States is a very empty place. You can even look at the United States from space. All the lights are in the east. In the west, it's empty. It's just like in Australia too. In the east, it's all the cities are in the east, and in the west, it's just empty. So we're gonna go to Wendy's. It's a fast food restaurant like McDonald's. I'll show you when we get there. And then after that, it's gonna be night. So I don't think I will be able to record anything. After Wendy's, I will see you in Salt Lake City, and I will show you Salt Lake City. This is Wendy's. It's a Baconator. Bacon, cheese, and meat, with some French fries. Good morning. I just arrived in Salt Lake City. It's morning now. I came back at night, but it's a beautiful day here today. And we're gonna go to the supermarket later today to buy some meat, to buy some vegetables, because we're gonna cook some food on the grill right here later today. And yeah, I will show you a little bit about, talk a little bit about Salt Lake City, about the city, and I'll show you the city. For 3 or 4 days, this is where I'll be staying. These are apartments in the United States. I know probably in your country, apartments are very tall, but most apartments in the United States are about 2 stories or 3 stories tall maximum. Hey ladies and gentlemen, today we came to Wheeler's Farm. It's a park here in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's really beautiful. There's beautiful nature here, and you can see the mountains around you, for example. It's a really peaceful place where you can bring your dogs for a walk. So this place is a really good place during summer, but this is all covered in snow during the winter. Let me tell you a little bit about Utah, about Salt Lake City. This city was founded in 1847 when pilgrims arrived from the eastern part of the United States after experiencing a lot of persecution for being Mormons and following the religion of Latter-day Saints. So they all settled here in Utah, and that's why even today Utah is the most Mormon state in the country. In the city of Salt Lake City, most people are not Mormons, but anyways, look at this. It's a tractor. You want a tractor tour? That's cool. Awesome. So many people came in the middle of the 1800s to Utah, because during that time many people were coming from the eastern part of the United States to the west because the east was crowded. There were too many people in the eastern part of the United States. In the middle of the 1800s, like around the 1840s, 1850s, people found out that there was gold in California. So millions of people decided to just come to the west, and they went walking on horses. Any way they could, they came to the west, and this was called the crossroads of the west, because when many people came to the west from the east, they stopped here and they did a lot of business here, a lot of trading. They also built a train station here, and it was called the Transcontinental Train Station. That's a little bit about the history here. And Давай ближе. Она боится. Она боится. Это просто курица.
Здесь с этой стороны.
So I told you we're gonna prepare for a barbecue. We have the food right here. We have some meat in the fridge that we're gonna put on the grill. I'll show you the grill right now. So this is the backyard. There's the grill, and that's Jake.
For the most part.
Okay.
Don't you think a lot of these work? There's a couple of them.
Hey guys, I'm back in California. It was a wonderful trip. I'm glad that you joined me, and I hope this video was interesting and informative. I hope it helped you improve your English and also learn a little bit more about the United States. I made this video to show you the United States, to show you our roads, our nature, and the different cities and different states of the United States. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.